welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. Okay, today we're gonna attempt the unrecognizable makeup. This is gonna be so bad, I know it. I'm also not good at makeup, so but it's okay. So the reference I'm gonna put over there. So we have to start with eyebrows. So I'm gonna start using like this little brush right here. This is my favorite brush to like do my eyebrows and shape them. Also my eyebrows are not as but anyways, and I'm gonna use a concealer, which is gonna be this one. It's by Huda Beauty. Next we're gonna like fill them a little bit. I'm gonna use this like one pencil line next. And now I'm done with the eyebrows. This is how they end up. Now I'm gonna like try and blend them. I think this brush might work. Now I'm just gonna start blending in. I'm gonna put some primer. I'm using primer from e.l.f. Next, she says she uses concealer. She uses concealer and she puts it on her eyes first. Like that, and then she uses a brush for it, kind of like this one. Then she just starts blending in. Next, she says she's setting her eyes with powder, so I'm using Huda Beauty. She just goes with her thing like that. Here's my boyfriend. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, next we're gonna start with the eyes, and I'm gonna use this color. It's kind of similar to the one that she has, and she said to put it right on the crease right here, like on the end of it. She said to use the fluffy brush and then bring it right on the corner right here and just spread it around. Then she says to go to a smaller brush, use the same color, and then go around here to the crease. And then she says bring it around here, like down to your nose. And then she says to use like a kind of like fluffy but tense. So this one. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna put it on the right in the middle, just like lightly. And then she says take out a fluffy brush, and then just like make sure to like blend it pretty good. Okay, and she says she put a little bit more eyeshadow at the end, just so you can see it right here. She says next is to take a concealer, which I'm using again, the Huda Beauty, and then kind of just put it on your hand, just like a little bit, and then use the flat brush, and then take a little bit of it, and then put it on the side, and just put it like that, and then start from like down here. And then she says do it where you see that crease like going like over here, where my eye crease is right here. Just put it under that, and then just continue the same step. Make sure you don't take that much. And after that, she said like kind of like blend it with your finger. And that's how mine end up. Say to take a little like fluffy but flat brush, and then put some powder in it, which I'm using the same powder, and then put it over here. And then she said we're gonna go back with the fluffy brush, and then just kind of like blend it. Mine is definitely not ending up like hers. Okay, next we're gonna use this like little fluffy brush. She said to come with the white, so that's the only white I have. Also, I'm using Tim Charles palette, a little bit up. That's the only white I have. And then to put some of this white, and then put it over here. I'm actually gonna switch brushes now, and then use like this one. Okay, that's how it's done. And I forgot, she said to do like a really bright in the corner, so I have to put it right here. Gonna like put it all the way right here to the inner corner and just like blend it out up and down. I think it's like that. I don't know. Then she says to take a little small brush. Like take a little small brush. This is the only little smaller brush I have. I'm actually going to take this one and then put it in the same color as before, which is this brown one right here. I'm using Pretty Too Faced palette, which is a little bit off, it's okay. And then kind of just put a little bit of it and just put it at the end. Like that. Next, she's putting some eyelashes. I don't know where I bought these ones, but probably from Walmart. I don't know what they're called either. And I'm using this glue by Kiss, a little bit off too. Okay, this is the eyelashes. And then next she starts with the eyeliner. It does it with like a little small pencil, which I don't really have one of those, so I only have liquid. We'll try with this one. This one's by e.l.f. Okay, you can barely see the eyeliner, so I'm gonna do it with the liquid one, which this one's by NYX. And that's how the eyeliner ends up. It's pretty good. Okay, she starts using like a concealer around in her eyes. Actually, she starts using the foundation. So I'm gonna use this foundation by Fenty Beauty. Like a little stick. Okay, anyways, and then I'm just gonna put it around my face like this. I'm gonna blend it with this one. Then she uses a concealer. I'm gonna use this concealer, same concealer I've been using. And then she puts it like around here. Putting some around here. Then under the eyes. Then she blends the other one with the brush, and then she just goes like that. I'm gonna blend that a little bit with the sponge. Next with the bronzer, she uses like a little light. Where is it? Maybe where is it? Hello. And then she uses like one like this. She uses like bronzer like this. So this one's a bronzer from e.l.f. I'm gonna blend it with this brush, and then I just start like going like that. She says she contours her lips with bronzer, I think. Yeah. I kind of don't like that. And then she contours her nose like this. Then she goes in with blush, and then I'm also gonna contour a little bit. I'm gonna put some concealer around my nose because it's like, I don't know what I did. I kind of like that to make it skinnier. With the blush, and I'm gonna use this blush by Benefits. This kind of little color, kind of matches the color that she's going with. And that's how I got it. It looks so much different like on camera than in person. Okay, and then she says she's gonna use another concealer, which is gonna brighten her eyes a little bit more. So I'm gonna use this one. It's a L'Oreal one. This one's a little bit brighter, I think so. So I'm gonna use it over here. And then she blends it with the little brush. I'm gonna use this one. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of my sponge. And I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer because that brush had some green in there, and I kind of blend over here with it. This is going a mess. This is not even good anymore at this point. And then she says she sets her whole face with powder, so I'm gonna use the same powder as always. I'm gonna use this little thing and just set it all. Like that. That's how mine ended up. Then she says she goes with the powder anymore. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, and then she says she goes like on the creases right here. And then she uses some more over here. And then she goes with bronzer again. And then she goes with blush again, which I might use. She uses like a different one. I'm actually just gonna use the same one. So I'm gonna use this one. And then she takes off the powder. And then she goes with the black liner, which I'm gonna use the one from e.l.f. And I'm just gonna go on my waterline. Okay, and that's how the liner came up. And then we have to do like a bottom one. And then you kind of like smoosh it with like some like kind of like this, and just smoosh it a little bit. Done. She says that that's gonna bring the whole look together, so we trust in that. And then like that, to make it like this. And then she goes like, oh wait, she actually goes with the black eyeshadow, which I'm gonna use black eyeshadow from the James Charles palette, and I'm gonna use some of that, and then do like the little like inner corner wing like that. Then I'm just gonna try and do a little bit with the eyeliner. I'm kind of just gonna leave it like that because it goes with the white thing, and like put it on top of the eyeliner. Like kind of like that. And it's just gonna highlight around it. This little small brush, because that's what I use for my highlight. I might use Dior, and then the white one, which is a little bit broken. And I'm just gonna go up here. Just like that. And then she goes with a rimmer, and then she goes under the eyes. So I'm just gonna use this one by High Sky, Maybelline, and just go under it. And then she's gonna do her highlight, and I'm gonna use this one up here, this one up here, and this one down here, the pink one. And I'm gonna use this brush right here. And then I'm gonna use the white one for the nose. And then with this small brush. And then she sets her face. And then she adds more of this, which I don't think I need more. And then I'm gonna do like different lips, since she didn't show any of it. She just said go to the next video, but I did not find the next video, or maybe I'm blind, I don't know. I'm actually gonna do like a combo here. I might use this one up here, this like pinky right here, kind of like dark pink. I'm gonna lip line my lips. And then after that, since I have my lips lined, gotta put some stuff. And after I have my lip line, I put some powder on them, like that. And then I can just like let it sit for a little bit, and then, well, I'm just gonna, since I don't find the lipstick I really want it, because it makes it really good, I'm just gonna put kind of like this white one right here, and I'm just gonna put it right here. And then after that, I'm just gonna put my lipstick. And then I'm gonna show you the end results when I do my hair. Okay, and this is the final look. I'm just gonna go in the light a little bit more. So I made a video of how the look turned out. Make sure I leave it there so you can see it.
With your ex, move on to the next. If you're done with your ex, the only ex I want is extra money. No extra stress, no extra worries. If I don't find a next, I not in a hurry. I go eat some jollof and get thick like Molika.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notifications. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!